Hello, hello. Come on in, y'all. Come on in, y'all. It is that time. When you come in, let me know you are tuning in. Drop some purple hearts over in the comments. Let me know where you're tuning in from. You might have to post your name too, because if you have not given StreamYard permission, you are going to show up as Facebook user. And there go my first hello. Hello, Facebook user. How are you? Justice. Can you all see me good? Can you hear me good? What's up, Dominique? Dominique, I've been over here working, girl. I hope you guys are having a great Wednesday. I know it's been a while. I'm not going to say I've been on hiatus because I still been working, but sister girl had things going on. So, hey, Yvette, thank you for the purple heart. So today we're going to do a little bling and chat. So y'all, what I'm blinging today is this 13-ounce tumbler. Got my little design on it. I spray painted over it. As you can see, it has a few little minor imperfections with my spray paint dripping. I think I used Krylon. I didn't use my Rust-Oleum. Hey, Facebook user. Hey, Facebook user. Thank you for the purple hearts, Facebook user. And I'm going to be blinging with my Crack Connect glue. This is my brand of glue. It is a multi-purpose, little to no odor. I say no odor because I don't smell anything, and I got the nose of a pregnant woman. No odor, multi-purpose. It bonds like no other adhesive. You can use it on Crocs, tumblers, mirrors, phone cases, shoes, fabrics, tumblers, flasks. I use it for everything. I used it creating this. This was a 4-day headache right here. Every bling method there is has been done on this tumbler. I've used it on this tumbler I did recently. Ooh, that bling is blinging. I just got done with this one. I used it on this one. I've used it on dang near everything. Used it on this one. So I've been over here getting it in. Hey, Cora. Hey, Facebook user, thank you so much. Who said that's my Tumblr? Yes, I finished it. I've been finishing up quite a few projects. Again, as you can see, scrolling at the bottom, that's the website. If you go to the website, kkgblingandblanks.com, and use live 20, you can get 20% off. Oh, now I'm just showing off. I ain't began to show off yet. Showing off would be telling y'all that I'm down to 5 hours for completing tumblers. So this tumbler, I timed both my TikToks. I did it in 5 hours. So I went from 8 hours to 5 hours. So that's showing off. Hey, what is that, Marquita? Oh, Cora said the Gucci crown. Can I see your comment? I can see you now, Lakia. So yes, y'all. And just a FYI, this right here is bling over sublimation. I had a sublimated tumbler that had a few minor imperfections on it, and instead of spray painting over the design and turning it into something else, I decided to just bling over the sublimation. So the intricacies of this design, as you can see, look at that bee. That bee has a lot going on. I did this in 4 days. I did the honeycomb method, the linear method, the scatter method, and the cross-eyed method. That was the method that happened to me after doing this dang on tumbler. This is another bling over sublimation I did for someone. I had designed a tumbler for their club, and I had some minor imperfections on it. So I felt like bling, and I just asked her, instead of a epoxy tumbler, can I make her a bling tumbler? She was like, sure. I was like, okay. So, all right, y'all. So I am going to get started. Um, I'm just using simple black and white stones to go with this black and white. Again, this is 13 ounces. I'm probably gonna knock this out today. I don't think I'm gonna knock it out on this entire live. I'm only gonna be live with you all for about an hour, so I'm already 2 minutes into this. So let me get started. If you have any questions, make sure you drop them down in the comments. Okay, I don't know where I'm watching from over there, but ain't nobody over there. So just drop them down in the comments, and I will catch them when I see them. So I always start with doing my logos first. And as you can see, my glue has a precision tip. So you do not have to use any applicators. So this right here is not needed. Which makes it real convenient for me, not having to squeeze. And when I get to a certain point with my tube, I end up putting it in a little toothpaste strainer thingy that I have. I have squoze, whatever the word is, my bottle of adhesive too much. So where you purchase your rhinestones, I am a rhinestone supplier. So all of my products come from me. I get high off my own supply. I'm always dipping in my rhinestones. I'm not going to tell y'all how many tubes of my glue I've confiscated when I got my shipment in, but just know next time I go live, y'all might see rhinestones on my eyelids, okay? Let me see. Okay, so no more questions. So as you can see, these are solid white rhinestones, and I'm doing solid black. So this is gonna give a nice little black and white effect. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. I'm making a mess. I don't know why Facebook is reminding me to go live, and I am live. Oh, I can see you now, Cora. I see your name. You must have went out and went back in. So I am using glass rhinestones. These are size SS20. I will be doing the entire tumbler in SS20 besides the fillers. My fillers are going to be sizes SS16, SS12, SS10, and SS6. But the majority of the black stones are going to be SS20. Anything under that size is what I call fillers. They're going to be used to fill in spaces. Weird, I was in another group. What stone sizes do I normally use on tumblers? I think I just answered that. SS20 is my go-to size. I don't really do anything smaller than that. If I do a SS16, but that's very rare. It's very rare. I stick with my 20s. They just measure out properly for me. I don't use templates. I've gotten asked, do I use rhinestone templates? Nope, I'm old school. Vinyl or sublimation is the closest thing I am going to get to a template. I know Lakia gonna get on me if I start talking about that, so I'm not gonna talk about it. But it's a no for me. So I have 5,100 pieces of vinyl on my tumbler instead of a template. But for those that do, more power to you. I like doing hard stuff. I don't know. I'll take the complicated route every time. Oh, you bet you said I read your mind. Yeah. Doing a tumbler with 3 mm or should I say SS12s is not for me. I'm not going smaller than 16s. Yeah, I'm not trying to get my live cut off. I don't know what happened with that. Do I have any other questions? I do have a Bling Over Sublimation class coming up September 11th. You can also sign up for that via the website. And I think that is 20% off as well. Or 20% off. I'm sorry, not 25. So as soon as I'm finished with this, I will hold it up so you can see. I always prep my tumblers now before stoning. At first, I didn't, but you do not want to start on a smooth surface. I mean, I've never had problems from the ones that I didn't prep, but now I prep all of them. And I just rough up the surface so the glue will have something to adhere to. It gets down in the grooves when you rough up the surface. Now, if my two fingers get glued together, I discovered how strong my glue was yesterday when I got it on my fingers and tried to do like this to make a glue ball and rub it away like I could do E6000 or something like that. My glue ain't having that. Like, I better put some alcohol or something on this here finger. Oh, let me just, okay. That grip be gripping. Um, Sanding paper. Sanding paper, sanding block. Got me a nice little old sanding block. I use Crack Connect. That is my brand of glue. It is now my go-to glue for everything bling. So here's where I'm at thus far. Back this way so you can see. We are 11 minutes in. I don't know. What you think, Kia? You think I'm going to get a nice amount of this done on this here live? Try not to mix up my stones too much. I put 2 sizes in each tray. No, we can't turn up over here. No. So if you haven't followed me on social media, make sure you follow me on all platforms at Craft Crack, KraftKrack, or at Craft Crack and add glitter to the end. On TikTok, I normally turn up on TikTok because they allow me to play music. You know, you can't do that over here. This is like being in private school, Catholic school or something over here. You can't have fun. So there will be no Boosie played over here, no Linkin Park, no Ty Tribbett. I can't play nobody over here except for local artists from Chicago without them taking my videos. So we normally gets it in over there. I can stay over there 2 hours, 4 hours. I've been blinging whole projects over there, just shooting the breeze and listening to the music. I think I was watching the Wiz and blinging the other night, so I just love it over there. Oh, you spoiled. Show my glue again. If you see what's scrolling across the bottom of the screen, that's where you can find it at my website, kkgblingandblanks.com. It is called Crack Connect. What you say? Maybe we can't. Oh, okay. Still reading the same comment. I thought I saw a new comment come across. So these solid rhinestones, these solid white rhinestones are really cool. I mean, they give sparkle, but of course not as much sparkle as the silver one. But here's a tumbler, which is my tumbler that I did using solid white. And then I had the black logo. Now I'm doing the reverse of this on this one. Okay, I need to get some more rhinestones right quick. I'm still working with my SS20s right now. And just in case you ask, I store my rhinestones in these little containers from the Dollar Tree. I think it's like 6 in a pack for $1.25. They come in so handy. Like if I showed you my little storage setup, I'm loving them. So until I can do my dream storage, that's what my stones are going to be stored in. And I just spilled them. Okay. And I do have my fan in the background, so I have to move fairly quickly. Hold on, y'all, 1 second. People want to message me while I'm on live. Give me a second. Oh, man. Anyway. Thought that was something of importance. It's not. I know sometimes people message me questions when I'm on live that they don't want to ask on air. I always say there's no such thing as a stupid question. The only stupid question is the one that you do not ask. So I am almost done with this decal. Almost, not quite. I will hold this back up in 1 second. But when I start blinging the cup, you'll be able to see. Let me see. Can y'all see this good? You'll be able to see it as I do like this. But for now, I have to have this kind of facing me. Something ain't gonna come out right. And y'all gonna see me doing a repair because it has happened. Okay, let me pick these stones up. Sit it up on a book. Girl, I got it on the shoe thing. So it's still low. Hold on. Let me gonna put these other stones on here before this glue dry. And then I'll see if I can slide something else up under here. But it's going to have to be able to keep it stable. I thought you all could see it because I can see it in the camera. But my lens is right here, it's straight across. So if I put it too far up, I'm not sure. Oh, it's fine. You said that you can bling over sublimation cups. I have about 5 sublimation cups messed up. I have never blinged a full cup yet. This is a sublimation cup that I've blinged over. This is the exact sublimation design. Again, I have a class coming up the 11th. Look, I was going to say Sunday, Monday. I don't know what day the 11th fall on. Don't quote me. But I have a class coming up on the 11th that shows you how to do bling over sublimation. This is bling over sublimation as well. So I will be blinging. I always pick complicated stuff. This one has a few demarcations on it. I am going to bling this one for the class. So this one is going to kind of be like that one where I'm doing like a different method here, doing something here, and then you got, yeah. So I'm doing this one for the class. Let me see. Is the glue beginner friendly? Does it give a lot of playtime? Yes, the glue is beginner friendly. Yes, you do get playtime, but let me tell you something about this glue. It kind of reminds me of Liquid Fusion. It doesn't have as much playtime as Liquid Fusion, but it does have some playtime. However, if you put it on real thin, it ain't going to give you no playtime. Like, I had a thin strip of glue on my fingers and did like that. My fingers almost got stuck together. So when I say thin, I'm not talking about the little line that comes out when you lay it across. I'm talking about like if you use to spread that little line out and it's just really, really thin. I don't know if that explains it, but yes, you get some playtime. But then again, I got the fan on behind me, so that's probably why I don't have any playtime, because the fan is blowing directly on this cup. So it's drying the glue as it's coming out of the tube. So if I didn't have the fan blowing, I would have more playtime. As you can see, I just laid some glue down and I'm over here picking up rhinestones. So it's not like I have a sense of urgency to work because it's going to be dry by the time I put the stone down. No, it'll probably be a little bit tacky, but it's not going to be dry. Get your goggles out. You know I'm going to have to put them bling goggles on with that thing. I'm going to try not to, girl, but that's going to be a headache. That's going to be a headache. But I seem to keep picking things that are headaches to do. I like doing complicated things. I don't know. Maybe it's just to show that it can be done. So yeah, instead of me doing what I normally do, which is, where that? I normally spray paint. Like you can see, this was one of the first tumblers I sublimated. I normally spray paint over them and bling over them, but I decided to leave that one, its original design, and just bling over the design. Either I bling over my sublimated cups I've messed up, or I put glitter and epoxy and a design over them. So I'm choosing not to do that. choosing to just go another route and just bling over them, keeping the natural, the original design, and the original colors. One second, y'all. Cash App sending me a notification. Do I got some money? Nope. I love that you can use it straight out of the tube. Yes, I love that too. That's saving money because we don't have to buy the applicators, the needle nose applicators. We don't need these. We don't need the dental syringes. We don't need the other syringes. We just straight out the tube. And as I said, when my tube gets, when I use a certain amount of glue, then I put it in here. Like right now, I can't put it in here to be squirting glue everywhere. Where is that tube? This is the tube that I just got done blinging with. When I tell you I still got a little glue up in here, but I used every inch of glue that I could out of that tube to see how many projects I can actually do. I did a whole motorcycle helmet. I did numerous tumblers, numerous flasks. That I got a lot of stuff done out of that little 1099 tube of glue. So it is definitely worth the money, if I must say so myself. Most definitely worth it. Now, I have a bad habit of dragging my tip. Instead of me holding my tip away from the tumbler, I put it directly on the tumbler and do like that. That is a no-no. That's my bad habit. Please don't make it yours. Because you will get buildup around the tip of the glue, but it could just be pulled off. But I don't know why I do that. I think I do that because of my hand. I really do. Where do you get the thingy to squeeze it out when it's low? They will be on the website. Hey, Annie. Dominique, remind me to send you one. And I just shipped your glue off. Let me tell y'all what Dominique did. Dominique, you think you slick too. Dominique went on TikTok and got her glue. Dominique went on over there to TikTok. But yeah, I just shipped your glue off. So just remind me to send you one. Oh, these dang on stones that mixed up together. I see what happened. So I'm almost done with this design. As soon as I'm done with this, you guys, I will hold it up and show you guys the design I'm using now. SS10s down here on the this part of this logo where I'm doing the words. I've used every stone size except for SS6 on here, and I'm doing stone size, which is SS, because I'm using glass stones. Now, if I was using resin, I would be telling you 5 mm, 4 mm, and things of that nature. But I am using glass. So glass is measured in SS, which is stone size. Resin is measured mm, which is millimeters. Exactly. That's why I was telling them when I was on TikTok that I almost bought glue for myself because of that coupon they was giving out. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm not even offering this discount. I almost bought some glue for myself. Like, what? Okay, so no more comments. All right, so I'm down to the last two letters. We are at 5:27. Oh, okay, 30 minutes. I think that's good time. I think that is good time. So from here, it will be me solely working on the tumbler after I do this letter. I normally save the rest of the logo for last. I make sure my stones are laid on my cup. Then I go in and start filling in that last. That's just my preference. Some people start from the inside out. I go from the outside in. It's all about preference when it comes to blinging. All right, I think I got everything done. Hold on. I see a little space right there. Put a little rhinestone there. And sometimes rhinestones slide or shift, so you always want to go back over your work, especially if you use too much glue. I've used too much glue and woke up the next day and a rhinestone that was up here was over there or down here and it was dry. So you all can't imagine what I went through. So this entire logo is done. So what I'm gonna start working on now is the actual tumbler. Do I have any questions, comments, concerns? How long does it take to dry? 48 to 72 hours, and then I can wash it, wrap it, and ship it. Different adhesives have different drying times. My adhesive 42, I'm sorry, 48 to 72 hours. Now I'm gonna tell you right now, it's gonna be some things that might happen. This is not a straight tumbler. As you can see, it goes inward. When stuff starts shifting and going inward and all that, it messes up your honeycomb. That's where fillers come in. Okay, I get it. Hold on. Let me make sure my tip is clean. I do move faster to music. I just noticed that. And there it goes. Where did it go? That's the question that I can't answer right now. So we're going to move on. Let's see if. Hold on. Clean this tip off. Give me a second, y'all. That's why I have multiple of these because I have. Oh, there you go. I got it, but let me see if I can use this one. This one has a pointier tip. Just gonna wipe it off with some alcohol. One thing about this, if you get glue on it, you can't pick up your stones. But if you can get glue on this, you can pick up stones. Yeah. So it's the wax. Okay, so no more comments. Nope, that ain't gonna work. So this is the honeycomb method. This is one of the easiest methods. I always recommend beginners start with this method. I always recommend beginners also start with resin stones and not glass stones because resin stones are more cost effective. And you're just learning, you're going to make mistakes. You don't want to make mistakes with glass stones. Definitely don't want to do that. When I started blinging, I started using resin stones. So I was doing resin stones on shoes, resin stones on wine glasses, resin stones was going on everything. Okay, let me see. Marquita says I use liquid fusion. I'm scared to do a full tumbler because I don't think it will keep lines straight. What suggestions do you have for that? Practice. Do it. If your foundation is straight, the rest of your rolls are going to be straight. I'm not using any of those tools that they use to keep those lines straight. I have no idea how to use them. I saw one that looked interesting, but then I thought if I have a decal on here like this, how can I strap that around there and push it up without damaging this? So you got to make sure your foundation is straight. And I do teach all of that to my students in my KKG Bling University. I answer questions like the ones you're asking and then some. So I am making sure that I follow the pattern that I already laid down. And I'm using one size rhinestone. So the easiest tumbler you can start out with, don't start out with anything like this. Start out with a skinny tumbler. Because it's just straight up and down. You got to make sure it's not tapered. You don't want anything tapered. Where are we? 5:35? Oh, we only 5 minutes after 5:30. I thought we were. Thought it was like 5:50. So I just completed my second row. And all of my stones are still fitting in. We haven't really made it to where it starts tapering. So let me go this way. See if you guys can see better with me going that way. And I'm doing one row at a time. Sometimes I'll do 2, 3 rows at a time, but I am taking my time and just doing one row around and making sure that row is straight. What is the thing called that you have the tumbler on? The Bling Queen. I normally had it on what I use for my epoxy tumblers to apply my decals, but when I moved, I lost it. I have no clue where it is. And that was made with 2 pool noodles and some PVC pipe. And I used to put a thing like this in and twist it just like this, except for it wasn't up in the air. But this I do like. They have so many different tools out there. Before I started using this or discovered that, there was my hand. Probably why my hands messed up. Do you have to bling the entire tumbler? Could you just bling the logo? Would that look okay? What's the size of the stones you are using? It's all up to what you want to do. I could just bling the logo. I don't want to do that. I want to bling the whole tumbler. I just want to sit and bling everything. So I chose to do the entire tumbler. Um, you might have a customer that just wants the logo bling. It's customer preference or your preference. I'm pre-making stuff to sell, so it's whatever I want to do. I'm using a mix of rhinestones, sizes SS20 all the way to SS10s and 6s. The main size that I'm using is SS20. So it's just all up to you and what you want to do or what your customer wants from you. You're welcome. Hey, Cheryl. We working on a little tumbler, Cheryl. Just working on a little 13-ounce tumbler that I've had sitting around. I'm trying to bling everything that I got sitting in this here office. Bling it and sell it. All right, where my rhinestones at? Making things connect with this craft connect, Cheryl. Your glue will be going out tomorrow. I can't wait to see what my students make with their glue. So I'm on my 4th row. Once I start getting around my logo, I will leave a certain amount of space. I will not try to close it in as I go around. I'll just get as close to it as I can. I don't like a whole bunch of like some people will leave a big space and then fill it in with a whole bunch of rhinestones. That looks crazy to me. So I try to, with the original size, get as close as I can to the logo until they don't fit anymore. Oh, I better make sure I'm not hitting that. Again, it's about personal preference. I just don't like the way that looks. Some people might know what I'm talking about. Some people might not know what I'm talking about. I don't have an example where I can show you, but like I've seen somebody leave a space around, do a fill in, instead of using different sizes to fill it in, they'll use all SS6. So you got a full tumbler done with SS20. Then all around the logo or the name is just a bunch of SS6s. That looks crazy to me. But again, it's preference. Like some people prefer not to bling with this little tube. They prefer to use the pencils or the other wax sticks. Once you start doing this and find your flow, you'll have your preferences. Oh, sure, you're going to have to post your Mrs. Mouse. I want to see what she looks like. I want to see what she looks like. All right, that's row 4 complete. Now we on to row 5. So now it's going in. It's tapering off. Make sure you always check and make sure your rhinestones are flat too, because sometimes when you push them together, some rhinestones will kind of sit up, look like they're doing a handstand or something. So you always want to look, make sure they're flat. Take your hand, pat them down, because what you would hate to happen is your project dries and you see a rhinestone doing a handstand, and you're like, "What in the world? Where did that come from? How did that happen?" It happens. And once that joker dries, oh, mm-mm. I almost put my eye out trying to get a rhinestone off. It's horrible. Cannot pick it off. No picking, no pulling. Okay, thank you, Cheryl. Please post it this evening. So the longest part of doing a tumbler is actually doing the logo or the decal when they're very detailed, required you to use multiple sizes, etc. They can be pretty time consuming. Once you get to doing what I'm doing now, it's redundant, it moves fairly quickly. We just applying the same size stones. So what I noticed is starting to change when my honeycomb ain't honeycombing like it was. I mean, it's still kind of honeycombing, but the cup is tapering. So my rows are not lining up. Let me go from this side. See if it makes a difference. So it's still lining up here. And what I try to do is fix mistakes as I go along so they won't turn into major mistakes. Sometimes it could just be a little spacing issue. You could just move them over, take up some space, give up some space. Voila. There we go. So all I did was shift a few stones over, went from the other end, and boom. Okay, so no more questions, no more comments. We only get from what I see, 5 people tuning in. I will be dropping off of here shortly. My people know where y'all can pick me up at. I will be finishing this up on TikTok at Craft Crack Butter. Make sure you get your Crack Connect glue. 20% off. I thank you all that have tuned in, all that have asked questions. I really enjoyed you asking me questions. I hope I answered all of your questions. I am doing 2 rows at a time now. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow. You can send stars, all of that jazz. So as you can see, I got 2 rows going at once. Sometimes that happens when I put a little bit too much glue down. I'll just go ahead and start another row. It was a little bit heavy handed, just a little bit. Hey, Facebook user. This is I just called it a rhinestone pickup tool. It is a rhinestone pickup tool. I just remembered I forgot to add them to my TikTok shop. So now I'm going to go back around to that other line that I started, and I'm going to continue it down to there. You're welcome. All right, so let me show you what I be talking about. What I be's talking about. Y'all see how close I am right there to that logo? I try to get as close as I can to it. Like you're going to see some spaces up here because I need smaller stones. So I am going to get as close to all of this as I can. At the end, I'm going to fill it all in. Like I said, I'm taking my time and doing 1 row at a time when I can. And because I want to make sure all my rows are perfectly straight and lining up. Now I can't just go right here and go all the way down the tumbler. Some people do that. Sometimes I do that, and sometimes it do not come out the way you think it's gonna come out. So I am not doing that with this tumbler. This tumbler is tapered. I am not going to take that chance. Again, always check your rolls because sometimes rhinestones shift out of place and that can knock the straightness of your rolls off. It can knock your pattern off. So you just want to always make sure. So as we get close to 6 o'clock, I just want to thank everybody for tuning in. That code live20 is only good for this here live. So once this here live goes off, that code will no longer work. So you might want to run over there to the website that's scrolling down below and grab you a tube or two of my Crack Connect adhesive. Again, it has a precision tip. Bonds like no other, is multi-purposed. It can be used on, again, Crocs, jewelry, mirrors, phone cases, tumblers, flasks, shoes. What do you call it? Picture frames, license plates. I've glued, or I should say, I've used it on a lot of things. A lot of things. Did I buy my cup turner from Amazon? Hey, Lakia. Hey, Isaline. Hey, Teresa. Oh, Teresa, inbox me. If you need me to do something for you because you can't do it right now, let me know. You need me to go live more for you or whatever, just message me and let me know. Cheryl, the same people that made my 3-cup cup turner makes this right here. They're called The Bone LLC. They are on Etsy. THEBOAN LLC. And it is called the Bling Queen. I'm about to hit them up so I can get an affiliate code. Because I need all my coins for everything I promote. We changing some things up around here. Again, I do have that Bling over sublimation class on September 11th. If I'm not mistaken, that is a Monday. The class is only $35. Yep, that is the cheapest class I have ever had. Normally my classes are $65, $100 or whatever. You can't pay $35, look. Light bills ain't free, gas bills ain't free, rent ain't free. Can't do no more free. Free will put you out of business. Okay? And I'm not about to free myself out of business. So just like y'all can pay everybody else for their classes, their tutorials, their time, you can do the same for me. So I have a lot of things coming up. I have a grant book that I'm coming out with. Been getting people want me to write grants. They don't want to pay me to write their grants. So guess what? I'm going to give you the information and you figure it out. No, that sounds mean, but not for real. I'm going to give you some information. I'm going to give you some grants and you can go from there. So we are at 5:57. I'm going to go ahead and knock this other row off. And then I am going to go ahead and log on over on TikTok so you can join me over there. Ain't no telling what kind of music we gonna listen to tonight, because I just let my playlist ride sometimes. So you might get gospel, you might get country, you might get rock, kid rock, ain't no telling, pop rock. There is no telling. I love every genre of music. I think the only thing I haven't played was heavy metal. I have not played Let the Bodies Hit the Floor yet. I don't think the people would know how to act if I play that. So All right, so I'm about to pick this up and spin it around for you guys again. Uh-oh, yep. That taper ain't tapering. Hold on. Let me slide these stones over. We getting close, so it's getting tighter. So my stones are shifting. All right, here we go. So this is how far I've made it on this cup. Now, how much I'm going to finish? I might have enough stones to finish it. Thank you guys. Wait a minute. Oh, she said the same thing. Okay, so thank you guys for joining me. It is now 5:59. You can follow me at Craft Crack Glitter over on TikTok. I will see you guys there. I'm about to load it up and go live. You may get a notification. You may not. They be tripping. So just make sure you just come on over to my page and you'll see the little thing showing that I'm live. So thank you for joining me. I will be back doing my Wednesday lunch and learns around 3 o'clock Eastern time. I was running late today. Super excited. Had to ship glue out. So came on anyway. I might pop up another day, maybe tomorrow, blinging something else for you guys. So if you want to see me tomorrow, you can shoot me a message on Facebook at Tashura Talks. Let me know you want me to come on tomorrow. And I might come on and bling something again for you guys. So I'll see you later. Everybody have a great day. Peace out.